Hello everyone and welcome back to another toy review. And in today's video we're heading back to the 80s.
Bob's report mentioned one of the
job. I never had a chance.
Sugar, swing that on.
there are about
And on the
morning.
Yeah!
That was probably a lot of effort just to say that we're going to be reviewing Shrinky Dinks. And surprisingly enough, Shrinky Dinks weren't actually invented in the 80s, they were invented in the 70s. So maybe this was all a waste of time. But they were all the rage in the 80s, okay? It does make sense. But I used to see them a lot when I was younger, and I never used to get to play with them. So I am interested to see what they're like. As a child, the closest thing I got to was putting a crisp packet in the microwave, watching it shrivel up and shrink, and turning that into a keychain. They were my Shrinky Dinks. But let's head on to Amazon and see what it says about this product. So this is the version I bought. It's Alex Toys 397B Shrinky Dinks Kit Cool Stuff. And it was $12.87, which to me seems quite expensive. It's apparently acid and toxic free, which is always good. It's suitable for scrapbooking projects. Okay. It's made in America and it's designed for easy usage and storage. Fantastic. It says here that it has never been so easy to occupy the little ones on rainy days. They've clearly never heard of a television, or an iPad, or a phone. These Shrink Dinks are pre-printed and pre-cut. All they have to do is colour them, you bake them, and they have instant keychains, zipper pulls, magnets and more. That sentence tripped me up so many times because it doesn't have any commas in it. I didn't know when to stop. They're apparently a choking hazard, so I'll try not to put them in my mouth. Has it got any reviews? Okay, it's got quite positive reviews, surprisingly. I thought it would have quite negative ones. My daughter saw these on YouTube and they certainly lived up to her expectations. They were as described with great child-friendly instructions. They probably just won't buy it after they've watched my video. Let's see who had a crap time with them. Oh, no one. There's no 1-star reviews. It says it has. That's so strange. It says it's got 1-star reviews, but it won't show us any of them. What about 2-star? Nope. 3-star? Nope. It's not letting us know the bad reviews. This upsets me. They were hidden away, I found them. So Jess gave it 1 star. She says the back of the box says it contains 21 pre-cut Shrinky Dinks, 8 coloured pencils, 6 pipe cleaners, 2 keychains and 6 magnets. The box came slightly squished, expected in shipping, and taped shut. There were no pipe cleaners, keychains or magnets, just the Shrinky Dinks and pencils. I'd returned, but this was a gift from Santa. So it sounds like she's had a bit of trouble with kind of the couriers and stuff like that. You can't really blame Shrinky Dinks for that. No one, I can't find any 1-star reviews on how bad the product is. That's what I'm interested in. I want to know how shit it is. But I bought a second lot, so maybe this has some negative reviews. Alright, so I spent $9.95 on this, so it's still quite expensive. This is Shrinky Dinks Kit Charm Girls. Only girls, no boys allowed. But this seems to only have really positive reviews as well. Like 5 stars, like Mr. R. Sinclair said excellent gift for a young child. Heather said these are always fun, colour them, shrink them in the oven, great fun for kids. My grandkids live it. That makes me laugh. Okay, so maybe I'm getting it wrong. I'm really prepared to slag this product off, but everyone seems to be having a really good time with them, so maybe I'm just gonna have the best time of my life. And we have a commercial to watch as well. This should be awful.
Shrinky Dinks collector set.
I want to be this child about everything. He's so easily impressed. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. I really did. So that's going to be the beginning bit of my video. So here are the two boxes, and they're not too big, which is good. Hopefully it means that there's not a waste of packaging inside. Let's open them up and find out. We'll go for the gender neutral one first. This appeals to everyone, not just girls. Okay, so we have some pipe cleaners in here, some little keychains and magnets and stuff. So my box didn't get opened up and the things didn't get stolen out of them. Good stuff. Some instructions. That annoys me so much. Look at this little tiny thing on this giant piece of cardboard. Hang on, let's take it off. Let me just show you, because I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting angry. This is the product here. This is the box. It could have been like half the size, even maybe quarter of the size. Disappointed. Okay, so we have these little things here, and they're just basically bits of plastic, and you colour them in. I'm surprised you colour them in with pencil. I'll just have a quick look at the instructions. I'm pretty sure I know what to do. So basically I just colour them in, and then I need an adult to operate the oven for us. I think I'll be allowed. I should be. An adult needs to carefully remove them as well from the oven. I'll do my best. Ah, and it says, now you're ready to stand your Shrinky Dinks with the cardboard punch outs. So it must be these little things, and you pop them in there. So in here we've got eyeballs, we've got beetles, a robot, a snake, a shark. Very exciting. Let me just compare the girl one. What do they think girls like? I can imagine there's going to be ponies and rainbows and all of that stereotypical stuff. See, again, this has basically got the same amount of stuff in as the other one, but it's a smaller box. Doesn't make any sense. Always with kids' toys as well. It reminds me of Easter eggs when you get like 80% packaging and then 20% chocolate. So for this one I'm making, what am I making? So I'm making charms with this one apparently. Oh, and they're like little characters and you use the ringlets to connect them. Like something like that. I can see why it's targeted just for women. Right, I think I'm gonna go for this eyeball first. Well, that bit will be white, so this bit will be blue, I think. I'm just gonna double check that I'm drawing on the right side. That doesn't seem to be working very well. It doesn't tell us which side to colour it in on. It's the other side. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be the other side. Yeah, so you colour it in on the matte side because the plastic side just doesn't work. A blue eye. These are gonna be like red bits around it, aren't they? 'Cause it's like an alien kind of bloodshot eye. I'm having the best time ever. So much fun. And then the eyeball part is obviously white. Okay, one done. We'll see how that turns out once it's been in the oven. What else shall I colour in? What next? This one's got a hole on it, so I'm assuming this is for, maybe it's like a keychain. Yeah, I think this one you use it for the stand-in, so I'll do that. It doesn't give you a black pencil, which is a shame. Trying to figure out what colour theme I want. I think I want his eyes red. I think yellow will look quite cool. Blue and yellow looks quite nice together. And this is more of a purple, but never mind. And my robot is coloured in and I think it looks great. Kind of reminds me of a transformer. Now do I want to colour any more in? Because it's just going to be the same result, isn't it? I think from the two I've coloured in, it'll give us a good indication of what this toy is like and whether it actually works. And then if it does work and it is decent, I might give it to my niece. Well, my nieces. They might enjoy it. Might. So what I'll do is I'll go downstairs and pop these two in the oven and then we can see how they've turned out. I assume they're going to shrink and turn hard. That's what they're supposed to do anyway. I've just been downstairs and put them in the oven and apparently they take a few minutes to cook, so I've just got to wait for a little bit. I've also just realised as well, by the time this video comes out, it'll have been my birthday. Why? I hate my birthday. I used to love getting older, but now it just gets a little bit more sad. I used to really enjoy my birthday and not getting ID'd or anything like that, and now I just hate it. Every time my birthday comes around, I'm like, no, please, not another year. Right, I'll go check on them Shrinky Dinks anyway, because otherwise, I don't know, they'll shrink too much. Okay, I'm back and I've got my Shrinky Dinks out of the oven and it's worked pretty well actually. They shrink down quite a lot further than I thought they were going to. They turn into quite small little things. The eyeball looks really cool. I do think I left them in a little bit too long because the robot was all kind of wrinkled up and I had to re-stretch him out. And I think that's why he won't stand up on his own anymore. But I'm having a tough time with this one. I don't know whether I feel influenced by the positive reviews on the site. I just don't know how I feel about these. I used to be very excited as a child when I saw them on the telly, but now that I've got them, I don't particularly like them. I'm trying to get back into the brain of when I was younger and when I was a child, and whether these would be really great to us, whether I would be super excited by them, and I'm not sure. But I suppose it's time for my final thoughts on Shrinky Dinks. And unfortunately, I'm gonna give it 1 Shrinky Dink out of 5. And my main reasons for this is I think it's overpriced. I think there's excessive packaging. I don't think it'll really hold a child's attention span for that long. It's a bit of a novelty. And overall, it's just a bit shit, isn't it? I've been trying to kind of come up with a redeemable quality of this product. And they're essentially just bits of plastic that you colour in and they shrink down in the oven to form like little trinkety things and little keychains and stuff. And I just find it all a bit naff. So I haven't been swayed by the positive reviews. I've made my own mind up, and that might piss a few people off. I don't really care. But feel free to let me know what your thoughts are on this product down below. You can completely disagree with us, that's absolutely fine, or you can agree with us. And if you do agree with us, then, you know, we get each other. But that does it for today's toy review. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you come across any other creative kids toys or craft kits or anything like that you want to see tested out on the channel, then leave your suggestions in the comments down below. And I will still be passing on the Shrinky Dinks to my nieces, because you never know, they might enjoy it. I don't know whether they will, but it means I don't have to keep them. But anyway, I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!